My name is Catherine. I'm a first-time mom of a sweet 8-month-old baby girl. I have like 1,000 pregnancy test strips, which some of them was about expiring. I didn't want to just throw it away. I said, okay, let me just review on it and throw it away. At least I'll know that I've made a use of it. And I went to the washroom after reviewing, only for me to finish brushing my teeth and see double lines. I'm like, is this magic or what? And that was it. I did another one and it was 2 strips. So I realized that this is serious. Indeed, I'm pregnant. The number one is the pampering, and then the attention, the extra respect you get. You know, people treat you separately. They treat you different from other women who aren't pregnant. You go somewhere and they'll call you, they'll single you out and then attend to you. So you find yourself spending lesser time at where you were even thinking you keep long. You know, people were treating me nice. And then I have an allergic reaction, which I never experienced when I was pregnant. So I loved that part. For the water breaking, I was, as I said, I was asleep. I wanted to turn myself and then continue sleeping because it was midnight. So as I was about turning, I felt, I heard a sound. Then I just went back to my original position. I felt wet. That was how come I said, okay, let me go and check. Only for me to get up, and then I felt the water was coming down. It was warm and a bit slimy. Okay, so it was at dawn. It happened at dawn when I felt my water broke. I got up to check at the washroom. So I sat on the WC and truly the water was coming out. And my sister had told me to wait for some time. I shouldn't rush to the hospital. Immediately I see signs of the labor. So I was walking in my room. I was in the same room with my mom. So she asked me what was going on. I said, oh, my water broke. She said, should we go to the hospital right now? I said, no, let's take some time. Big girl things, walking around. That time, the pain wasn't too much, so I was just walking around. Then suddenly, one sharp pain rushed in and I said, Ma, pacho my uncle, why? So we just picked my bag and we went to the hospital. We got the nurse on duty. I got to the hospital around 2:20 a.m. She said she would have to check how much I've dilated. So I was on the bed, she checked and I was like, at that time when I got to the hospital, you know, it was, to me, personally, I can't really endure pain that much. So when I got there, Charlie, I was just walking around and after checking, she said 1 cm, and she told one nurse there that it's 1 cm, and then I said, hey, 1 cm, no, yeah, and anybody only, I'm like, hey, 1 cm, I can't even stand it. So I knew that no, Charlie, I'd have to endure, because 1 cm, I had read a lot about being pregnant and how labor, you know, but it was just the experience I didn't have. So I knew you'd have to get to 10 cm and 1 cm and I'm already dying, Charlie. So I just, you know, kept myself in composure. And they took me to the ward to rest there till some time. They would take you to the labor room when you are at least 4 cm. So I got to 4 cm, they took me there. I was asked to lie on my left. And then they put a belt on my tummy to monitor the baby's heartbeat. And I was on my left. The nurse just said, please don't turn a unit. But the thing was so painful. I just wanted to at least move a bit. She said no. And she said, okay, I should lie on my back and listen to the heartbeat of the baby. I realized that when I lie on my back, it went down. She said, one down left her. So, and I'm like, I can't do this again for another baby. Like, you know, what I was trying to say, like, I can't lose my baby because of this. So, Charlie, I had to lie on my left. I was like this, Jesus. Charlie, the thing will hit me and I would just shake. The nurse would, Madam, you'll be fine. You know, she was like patting me, trying to pamper me, kakra. But Charlie, the pain, nothing can be compared to it. All those pampering and stuff, Charlie. So I was just there and it was so painful, so painful. So one nurse came in, I asked her how many centimeters I have there. She said 8. And I'm like, Pachomoye me CSY. She said, oh, madam, you've been here and you've been doing well. You are 8. It's just close to 10. Just take your time. I said, no, I can't stand the pain anymore. My mom was like, Mommy, men kasa. I said, Ma, I didn't mean to me. She was like, oh no, you keep on. You are doing well. So, Charlie, the CSD, I was just shouting for it. It got to a point I was shouting for it. I told the nurse, I was just begging her to do the thing for me. She said, oh, the time that I came in and now I'm just close to, so I should just relax. So finally I was there and the bed was in section. There was like where my upper part is and my lower part. So one nurse came to take the down part. Then I realized that no, time was soon. So I was happy in my head, you know, like everything will be over soon. So she took it and they asked me to hold my thigh and then raise my head, look at my tummy and push whenever I feel the contraction. So I did exactly that. I did the first one, like, oh no, this one you didn't do it well, so you will try again. Just relax and breathe. In, out. We were just doing like that. So when I felt the contraction, I pushed another one. And they were like, yeah, the 4 nurses. Yeah, you're doing well. It will come right now. Take your time, you'll be fine. I said, okay. Then I relaxed a bit. And then I felt another contraction. I pushed. Fortunately for me, for the pushing, it didn't really take long. So I think that the 4th or 5th push, I just felt the head out. And then I just laid back. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not pushing again. Because I watched videos when the head comes, they just pull. So personally, I felt I shouldn't push again. They will help me. So I just relaxed and the baby was brought out. I asked, Pacho Oyedeng, because I didn't check the sex when I was pregnant. I wanted to surprise myself. And she's like, oh, hold on, I'll show the baby to you so that you can tell for yourself. I said, okay. So she raised the baby and she asked me, have you seen it again? I said, Oba, when you're aging, I just smiled. I was exhausted and the pain, you know, that I had gone through, it just kept me calm. So I was just lying there on the bed. Then they placed the baby on my chest. When I saw her, Charlie, I'm like, hey, I was still in the surprise mood. I'm like, eesh. So me too, I'm giving birth. You know, like someone who, how do I say it, a carefree person, like, and that wasn't even part of my plan to have a baby that time. You know, I'm like, hey, so finally me too, I'm giving birth. I don't know, I wasn't too happy, I wasn't sad, I was just surprised at myself, like, that a baby has come out of me. All I was saying in my mind, like, means so, you know, me too, I've given birth, you know. I would say my patience level, I'm now calm, and I feel I don't know, but like someone is looking up to me, so I do things the right way, and I look at how sometimes I go about certain things, which before, that wouldn't be me, but now, so I still look at, I still look at myself and like, hey, so, is it me? Fortunately for me, as I said, my mom has been around from day one, so she does most of the things. The adjustment part will be my sleep, because usually during the day she's with my mom, we're in the same house, she's just stuck to her. So in the night when we sleep, the waking up, my sleep is not like before. Now she sleeps well during the night, so it's okay, but then still there has been an adjustment, because before I would just sleep throughout, but now I would have to wake up 1 or 2 to breastfeed. I'm still learning. My mom has been with me ever since, so someone who has given birth to 5 kids, she has experience, so I trust her. So usually, basically, she will guide me, do this, do that. I think we are on track. So far, so good. Nope. I was like this before having hair, and I'm still the same. I used to wear this, and I'm still wearing it. It's not too tight, it's not too loose. I would say I lost a lot of weight during the first 3 months because I wasn't eating well. I was afraid of being obolo, so I just reduced my diet. But I realized it was affecting me because I went down, and it was affecting my breast milk production as well. So when I got to know that because I'm not eating well, I started getting back on track, and I'm still the same. Nothing has changed. No stretch marks, no nothing. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Netflix. Those are basically the things I do. I take pictures of her. My phone memory is full. 1,001 pictures of her. The same position. I don't want to delete. I just, I play with my phone a lot. So when she's sleeping, instead of me to sleep, I'll just be fidgeting my phone. I'll be on it, watch movies, and then chat some few friends. Breastfeeding, I would say it's okay, it's nice. You have the baby close to you, the initial stages, you just be admiring her, hey, wow, this baby came out of me. It's just nice. It's the bond between the mother and the baby is just nice. And as she is growing, she'll be breastfeeding, she'll lift one hand, one leg, and it's just interesting to, have her doing all that. For the expressing, I used to, because I wanted to do exclusive. I didn't want to let anything change my mind or stop because I wasn't having enough. So I was expressing and storing in the deep freezer. It wasn't too bad, but then I had a sore at a point, which didn't even take long, like 3-4 days it went off. So breastfeeding is fine. I enjoy it. Seriously, I do. Okay, so if you're going out at 10, you'd have to start at 8. Because you pick one thing, you realize that you've forgotten another, you go back and forth. You try to load your mini house. The diapers, the wipes, clothing, socks, hanky, bottles, hair meals. You just have to pack everything because you wouldn't want to go out and realize that you've forgotten something. You'll be stuck. Am I coming back? Am I buying new one? Meanwhile, some of the things you have in abundance that buying again wouldn't be that reasonable, let me say it that way. So for the packing, we load the bag with essentials. Yep. It got to a point for I think 7 to 8 days she had not pooped. So I was worried. And during my pregnancy, I read a lot. So I had read that you'd have to exercise, like get to do a bicycle ride and massage her tummy and do some other things. I did that and it wasn't working. And eventually I had to take her to the pediatrician. And when I went, they said, oh, it will come, don't worry. Fortunately for me, when I got home, it came. So I don't know if it was the exercise, but then I had tried this like before and it wasn't coming. But maybe it's me. You know, when you have an old woman in your house, most of the things go smooth for you. Apart from the sleep, to be honest with you, I'm yet to encounter the challenge, but so far so good. My mom has been guiding me, do it this way, do it that way. It's just that sometimes she will say something like, this is old. And she say, oh, do it, it will work. I say, who am I? Born 5 versus born 1. So I just do it and truly it works. So for now, I'm yet to. Not doing what I wanted to do. You know, sometimes you like don't go there, you say I'm from there. Those kind of kids. You try to straighten that person and the person is stubborn and wouldn't want to do it your way. But then as a parent, it's not like I'll be imposing anything on her, but there are certain cultures or certain things, ethics I would want her to grow up with. And my worry is if she doesn't do it. Sometimes you try and try, because I did that to my mom at a point in time, so I'm scared she'll be me. The title of being a mom, you know. Someone will look at you and say, this is Akua's mother. It's really nice to hear that. You go somewhere and let's say something involving kids. They wouldn't mention the parents' name, they'll say, baby girl Akua, then the mother will get up like a beauty pageant. And you know, it's nice to hear like, or having that accomplishment of being a mom. You know, it's really nice. And then seeing her smile or laugh. You sleep, you wake up, and maybe she's already asleep. Immediately she sees your eyes open, she'll just smile at you. It's so heartwarming.